What's up, world? Cut Flacco tapping in. I want to make this video right here. It's for my skinny guys, all right? For my skinny guys looking to add on some weight, looking to bulk up a little bit, looking to take it to the next level, all right? So I'm gonna break it down simple and plain, all right? I used to be real skinny, all right? I'm talking about ultra thinny, ultra skinny, all right? So look, what you're gonna have to focus on, guys, is eating, all right? That's the issue at hand here, all right? Now, the issue isn't what you're eating. The issue is how much you're eating. You need to eat more, all right? When you're at your table and you feel like you're full, you're not full yet, all right? I don't care if you have to get up, walk around, get a breather, come back to the table, you feel me? Finish that meal. No more eating half the meal and I'm gonna save the rest of it for later. No. You eat all that now. You clear the plate, you scrape the plate, you eat all that now. Because what's gonna end up happening, and especially if you're working out, what you're gonna end up realizing is that, yes, you'll be able to stuff yourself and be full, but a couple hours later, you're gonna be hungry again, all right? As long as you are putting the work in the gym, making sure that you are lifting heavy. See, that's the thing. You have to lift heavy, right? You have to lift heavy, and you got to eat heavy. All right, it goes hand in hand. You can't have one without the other. Now, what you do not want to be doing, guys, is lifting, thinking it's all about the working out. No, it's not about just working out. It's about eating clean and eating a lot. All right, eating a lot, right? Now, what you want to go ahead and do is get in the habit, you feel me, of waking up early, 5 in the morning, all right? 5 in the morning, you feel me, that's your first breakfast. Because you're gonna need 2 breakfasts, all right? 5 in the morning, that's your first breakfast. Even if you have to go to sleep after it, what you're gonna do is you're gonna cook 5 egg whites, you're gonna eat a whole avocado, and you're gonna eat a can of tuna, a can of salmon, pink salmon, all right? I go with pink salmon because it tastes good, all right? You can actually mix the salmon in with the eggs, and then you slice up the avocado right over the top. That's your 5 o'clock morning meal, all right? So after you eat that, 5 o'clock morning meal, whether you want to go ahead and take a nap again, or yeah, you're gonna take a nap again, because when you wake up again around 8 o'clock, you're gonna have another breakfast. All right, that's called the two breakfast. That's called the two breakfast morning. All right, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna make that a habit. You're gonna make that a habit. All right, you need 2 breakfasts. All right, not just one. All right, and you gotta make sure you're eating clean. That's why we go with canned tuna, canned fish, canned chicken, and you want to go ahead and eat that with egg whites. You're gonna have to learn how to bust open the egg and get everything out except for the yolk. The yolk, you want to throw that away. All right, get in the habit. You're gonna need at least 6 eggs. All right, you're gonna need at least 6 eggs, especially if you're going white. All right, so 2 breakfasts in the morning, all right? Now, you're gonna go ahead and get your workout in, whatever it is, time you get your workout in, but you wanna make sure you're eating. So let me break down to you guys a good lunch, all right? Let me break down to you guys a good lunch, all right? Chicken breast and broccoli. We're not gonna be worried about too much carbs or anything like that, but if you do, this is the thing, you're gonna need carbs, you feel me? But we're gonna have specific carbs. Sweet potatoes, all right? You're gonna mass cook these, all right? You're gonna take these sweet potatoes, maybe 4 or 5 sweet potatoes, put them in the oven, cook them for 2 hours, and then you're gonna slice them open, put them in a glass jar, and whenever it's time to go ahead and eat like a dinner or a lunch, you're gonna have your chicken breast, you're gonna take 2 scoops of that sweet potato, and you're gonna have your broccoli. Chicken breast, broccoli, and sweet potatoes. That's your lunch, all right? That's your lunch, all right? If you get tired of eating that, we're gonna do ground turkey, all right? We're gonna do ground turkey very lean. When you get these ground turkey packages, whatever supermarket you're going to, all right, you're gonna notice that the ground turkey is 27 grams of protein with like 1 gram of fat, all right? Because the thing is, yes, you wanna gain weight, but you don't wanna gain too much fat while you are putting on weight, all right? So, ground turkey, guys, all right? Ground turkey, all right? Because you might think ground beef is the way, and ground beef is good, but you want to treat ground beef and you want to treat steaks as if it's a cheat meal, all right? You want to be eating heavy and clean so much that a cheat meal for you is a T-bone steak or ground venison, ground beef. right? That's your cheat meal. Not no hamburgers, not no cheeseburgers, not no double bacon burgers, all right? With fries. That's not a cheat meal for you, all right? You're an ectomorph. You're trying to put on size. You have a high metabolism, all right? You don't, all right, look, we're trying to get you from string bean to mean and lean, not cat in the hat to skinny fat, all right? We don't want you adding on extra fat, all right? So hold off on the 80%, 20% ground beef. No, we need to get you lean turkey, all right? If you got to do it, go ahead and get the chicken, the ground chicken, all right? You can get the ground chicken, all right? But check this out. When you're cooking that turkey and it's ground up, the sides are the same. The sides are the same. The sides are the same. Broccoli, sweet potatoes, ground turkey, chicken breast, sweet potatoes, broccoli, egg whites, canned fish, avocado. Just stick with that, all right? Just stick with that, all right? And whenever you get hungry, eat more of that, all right? In between those, you're gonna be eating your protein shakes, all right? Now, what your protein shake is gonna look like this, whether it's Optimum Nutrition, whatever it is, all right? Whatever you're gonna get your protein powder, and this is what it's gonna look like, all right? Non-fat Greek yogurt, 5 scoops of that in the blender. 5 scoops of non-fat Greek yogurt in the blender, all right? 5 scoops of non-fat Greek yogurt in the blender. A scoop of your protein powder after that. 5 cubes of ice. 2 scoops of creatine. 1 big scoop of peanut butter or peanut butter powder. Non-fat milk. A little bit of water, blend that up. That's your protein shake 2 times a day, all right? That's your protein shake 2 times a day. But you only have to put the creatine in it 1 time a day, all right? That's your protein shake 2 times a day, all right? So what we're gonna do, guys, is stay on that regimen, all right? Stay on that regimen. Now, if you're just starting out, working out, all right, let's go with 200 push-ups a day. Let's go with 200 push-ups a day. Let's go with 200 push-ups a day. You can do 100 in the morning, you can do 100 at night, all right? But you gotta understand this. That's just the warm-up. You still gotta hit the gym and lift heavy. We're not trying to get toned up. You're already toned up. You gotta get swolled up. And in order to do that, you have to lift heavy. You have to challenge yourself and push yourself to the max when you are out there in the gym, all right? So this video, I'm making it for all my ectomorphs, hard gainers, whatever you wanna call it, all right? I'm there, you feel me? I'm there, I've been skinny fat, I've been ultra skinny, you feel me? And right now I'm somewhere like in the middle, you feel me? I'm still trying to put on more weight myself. You know, it's a work in progress, you feel me? But what I can do is, while I am striving for greatness for myself, I can put the things that I learned into a video like this and help somebody else. That's what I can do, all right? Now I want to show you something. You want to get in the habit of being able to bust down 6 boiled eggs like it's nothing, all right? 6 boiled eggs like it's nothing. You want to get in the habit of this right here. This right here should be nothing. That's nothing, all right? That should be nothing. You want to get in the habit of being able to bust down 6 boiled eggs at any moment, at any time of the day, all right? This right here for me is a Scooby snack, a Scooby-Doo snack, all right? I can bust these down twice a day, all right? We got right here pasture-raised hard-boiled eggs, all right? That's what we got right here. Now give me a second. You're gonna have to wash that down. You're gonna have to wash that down. All right? That's nothing. That ain't nothing. Mm-hmm. 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 Mm. 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 Well, I still got you here. Let me go into the horrors of skipping a meal. You put in so much work one day, you miss one meal, the next day, you will notice it when you're in the mirror. That's not what we want to do. All right? You got to understand. You're a hard gainer. You're ectomorph. You can't be skipping no meals. All right? You have to be eating extra meals, and they got to be extra clean, and they got to be heavy. All right? Don't skip any meals. You can't afford to do that. You can't afford to do that. Your metabolism is too fast to be skipping any meals. That's why we have right here, that's a Scooby snack. That's nothing. That's just a in-between time. You know what I mean? That's, hold on. Let me show you something right here. Let me show you something right here, all right? That's non-fat Greek yogurt. That's a non-fat Greek yogurt. Let me show you what we do with non-fat Greek yogurt. You have to be able to bust this down at any time. You got to be able to bust this stuff down at any time. All right? If you feel yourself hungry, that's the issue. You shouldn't be hungry. At any point in the day, you should not be hungry. As a skinny guy trying to bulk up and add some muscle, you should not be hungry, all right? Because once you're hungry, you know what that means? The little muscle that you have gained is being used up. You feel me? It's being depleted because you're hungry. No, don't be hungry. You got to be full. But this is the thing. You don't want to be full off of stuff like bread and butter. Bread and butter. Forget that. We're cooking with coconut oil. We're not cooking with Crisco. We're cooking with coconut oil. All right. When you're heating up, when you're doing your ground turkey, when you're doing your ground meats, when you're doing your chicken, you're cooking in coconut oil. All right. Because we're putting on lean muscle, and we don't want to. Let me reiterate this. All right. You're going from string bean to mean and lean. You're not going from cat in the hat to skinny fat. All right. We don't want to pop up with a pot belly. All right. That's not what we want to do, all right? We want to go ahead and add on the lean muscle, and we want to do this right, all right? I'm going to cut this video right here because I pretty much got my point across. But if you found this helpful, in any kind of way, my name is Cut Flocko. I'm right here. I'm new to YouTube. I'm trying to grow my channel and give y'all the game. You feel me? The game I know. I'm still learning myself, you feel me? But we're going to take it there. We're going to take it straight to the top, all right? Make sure you drop a like, drop a comment if you got anything to add to the discussion. And, hey, good lifting, y'all. Good lifting, good eating, all right? We're not slipping up on this. We're going straight to the top every single year, all right? Peace.